So when you meet a narcissist, you are not talking to a personality. There is no personality. What you are talking are parts, are records, are like little videos and little audio recorders from all the people, all the things they have read, all the people they have interacted in their lives. All those parts, they are like floating in an emptiness. The only thing real about them is the fact that they are conscious beings, just like cats, dogs, you, me, and any other animal that is known to have consciousness. So that's important, because when you talk to them, what you seem to see as feelings, they are not feelings. A covert narcissist cannot feel anything, whether it's good, whether it's bad, because when they locked their personalities, their forming personalities away, they have locked all of their feelings, because our feelings, they are directly related to our personality. And people used to say that covert narcissists, they suffer a lot. They do not suffer. They are incapable of suffering. They do not possess the ability to suffer. The only way they can suffer is through another person. When you are interacting with a covert narcissist, they are a mirror of you. If you are feeling happy, they will seem to feel happy, but again, they cannot access feelings, so they represent your own happiness to you. It's as if you were smiling in front of a mirror. You see them smiling, but they are a mirror. They are not smiling because they feel happy inside themselves. Just that in that moment, when you are interacting with them and they seem happy, their consciousness is living through the personality of the person who is interacting with them. For example, I have interacted with this covert narcissist girl, and there were days when I was very happy and we were doing nice things together. But it's not like they can feel happiness on their own and they can exist on their own. They are mirrors. They are like a mirror with consciousness. When you are smiling to this mirror with consciousness, the mirror will feel like he is happy as well. He is a conscious mirror and he will feel like he is happy. And if you are sad, for instance, they will reflect back your own sadness at you. If you are worried, they will reflect back your worries back to you. And it's very dysfunctional. It's not a person, it's not a personality who can do things on its own. It's their consciousness exists and lives through other people's emotions. I don't know how they do it. I really don't know how is it possible, but it seems that the consciousness that inhabits their body can feel the feelings that you are feeling in some strange way that I fail to comprehend, because they do not possess a personality of their own to feel those things. Their personalities are caged away on a black box. They don't even know what they would be like if they had grown to have a personality. So that's very ruinous, because you see, when you are interacting with the person, you expect them to act on their own, like they exist. You expect this person to exist when you are not talking to them. When you are away for going to the market, you still expect the person that you are with to exist and to be something. If you put a covert narcissist on an isolated island with nobody there, they would be no different than a 2 years old that chases butterflies and looks at the wind and see the flowers and touch the things. They do not have an inner dialogue of their own. They are like a bag full of random micro recordings and broken pieces of what could be a personality, but they are not. They are like this giant gallery of moments, of things that they can remember, the things that were recorded in their minds, but it's not at all related to their feelings. A covert narcissist cannot feel anything. They are like neutral. Imagine if you are dead. I would relate it to them as being dead. That you are neutral, you cannot feel either good feelings or bad feelings. Would you still call this a person? I would not call them a person. I don't think that they are people at all. They are human bodies walking around that make nothing but destruction. They bring nothing but destruction. And why are they so dangerous? They are so dangerous like this because they are not inherently bad. They are just anti-humans, dead corpses walking around pretending to be a human. It's hard to make sense of this. And why they ruin you? They ruin you because they depend in some way of you turning your world upside down so you can have them in it. They are like the buildings standing downwards from the sky. And you see this, you think, wow, I would like to have this building on my property. But then you have to turn your own world upside down. And this will consume all of your energies. Imagine having to create a machine that produces anti-gravity and using this to hold a whole city upside down. That would cost a lot of energy. And this is why they take away your energy. It's not that they feed off your energy. What people call narcissistic supply, it's nothing. There is nothing coming out of you and going into this person. It's just that when you are with them, you become like the thing in the front of the mirror. They need you to be in front of the mirror so that they can reflect something. And why people call that supply? I would not call that supply. That's like, imagine a consciousness without a body, just like a spirit floating through the air, and it only possesses the abilities to know about its own existence and to see things, smell things, feel the sensations of touch and hearing. And this non-existence, this spirit, for it to feel like it's something. It has to interact with the world, you know. How can a spirit know if it's alive, if it exists or not? It's with interactions with the world. And that's the same thing the covert narcissist does. What people call supply is indeed their actions and the things that they do and the way that they behave to feel like they exist. You, when you interacted with this narcissist, you, for that brief moment of time, whether it was weeks or months or something, you reflected to them existence when they were with you. No matter how dysfunctional your relationship was, they felt existence. They felt like they exist. Nothing terrifies more these conscious beings than feeling like they don't exist, like they are invisible. Because they have already no personality. It's only the consciousness force. So they interact with people, they do those stupid things not because they are bad, not because they want to ruin you. They cannot feel even pleasure from ruining you. They cannot feel love from being with you. They cannot feel hate. They can't access any emotions at all. But they can feel like they exist. That's why so many videos online say that it does not matter if it's positive or negative supply. It's because for them it's the same. There are no emotions attached. If they are screaming with you, if they are loving you, if you are telling them good words, if you are telling them swear words, it does not matter. There are no emotions attached to them because they cannot feel them. They cannot feel any emotion. They can only feel existence. So the very fact that you are interacting with them, that other people are interacting with them, it makes them feel existence. They feel like they exist. And why are they so afraid of not feeling like they exist? It's because they have no personality. You and me, if we had no personality, no inner existence, we will also be terrified of feeling like we don't exist. Because in some sense that's what they believe. They believe that they don't exist because they have departed from their personality, their inner person. They have locked this away and abandoned. It's inaccessible. So if you and me, if you were in this situation where you have no personality, there is only your consciousness, some random rememberings and memories and thoughts about the existence of the world around you, you would also be terrified of being invisible, because that's the last thing you have. If you are invisible, then you probably don't even exist, because there is nothing left. Like you and me, when we are alone, let's say we are not interacting with anybody, but we are still with ourselves inside. Our consciousness interacts with our inner personality. We can talk to ourselves. We can exist with ourselves alone. We don't run the risk of feeling like we don't exist, because we always have those 2 points of view. We have our own consciousness and we have our own personality, and both talk to each other. The covert narcissist does not have the latter, the personality to talk to. So when they are left alone, when they are not feeling like they exist, that's terrible for them. They feel like in existence.